Maximus Analysis here for September 21st, 2016, and you see that the Fed, they were moving up and down in this channel and then broke up. Again, I really don't play Fed news because there's so many head fakes, it will drive you mad. So again, there was a lot of head fakes and I thought they were going to break down actually, but they came back and tested this high, and that's where we are right now. Looking at our morning levels for the ES that I posted out pre-market, again, it's just choppy, so I wouldn't really put any weight into them because of the FOMC movements, but we do have the next level above this is 2162. Let's look at what we did for crude. Again, crude had a big day up, and you can see that it just rested at the last move here. Again, they had FOMC and EIA. So again, EIA is another one that I really kind of don't mess around with because again, 240 chart looks clean. Let's go to a 15-minute chart, and you can see that again they tapped this 44.77 level down, and then they just kept going up, down, up, down. Again, if we look at the ES level as well on the 15-minute, there wasn't really much how to play that. Again, this is just a 200 moving average, but again, I thought it was going to break down, and it didn't. So again, they look like they're heading back. Well, not really sure, quite honestly, so I'm going to just wait this one out a little bit. This is the 130 chart, and you can see that these are powerful moves right now. This is the big flush down. They finally cleared look like they're about to clear this here. So let's see if they're going to break above this 2167 level. That's kind of like all right, if they don't get that, then it's back to 2186. And I don't know how many times they're going to buck up against that 2186 before they just break it. So again, we'll continue to look and see where they close for this week. It's crazy. I will not even lie, it's been crazy. So looking at the weekly, again, we can see that this is where we're closing so far. We're back above the breakout level, and a break above this 2156 gives you a buy signal, on the weekly, and we'll just continue to see where they close. Again, we had high volume last week, but again, we'll see where they close this bar. You have the NQ was up big, actually going back into the area of resistance. But again, we'll see how this one goes in for tomorrow. This is the resistance levels that I have. They held, but again, just they gave a 1 bar reversal, broke 4 or 5 lows, then ran it right back up. So we will continue to watch. Crude on the bigger picture, on the longer term time frame, is holding our trend lines. So again, I want to see where this one closes. Again, I would want it to retrace back to the 40 to 38.09 level, but if it can hold this trend line and give a strong close, I will start a position on Friday. But again, I'm waiting for the close, especially with how crude is. I don't want to be down here because it has not even broken a weekly buy signal. And again, if you looked on the newsletter, you can see it's exactly I'm saying I'm waiting for this time frame to I just have to hurry up and wait, quite honestly, for the turn to come. You have gold had another big day. Oops, let's look and see what the morning levels gave us. So we had the morning levels that we posted out, and you can see how well they did. Let's do the 240 chart, kind of clean that up. And you can see they got right to the low of 13. Well, they just continued. Again, they retraced a little bit, didn't break this, and now they're continuing up. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 bars up. Again, we'll see if they break this low and see what happens from there. But again, I'm just keeping this chart up. So I'll be posting those out every morning, probably around 8 to 7:30, 8 o'clock, and going from there. But again, if we look on the weekly chart, let's look at the daily, because I think we had a big bar up. Yeah, we had a big bar. So far they're holding this trend line, but again, I wanted them to clear out these stops of 1300, and again, it's still early in the week, so again, we'll see how much volume they increase, and God knows we don't want this to close here, but again, these are the markets we're in, so we'll just continue to watch and watch closely, because I don't want to get trapped into anything. Looking at the weekly for a couple of the high beta names, we'll continue. Again, Tesla didn't really move much today. Again, I did say that I like the position if you get into it, but it's just a matter of, let me actually take this off because it's coming price. It's not really doing much today. You got Amazon, looks like it's hunting these areas and might be breaking and going to that 800 level. So again, we'll continue to watch that one. We have Apple. Apple's actually down like 2 cents, but again, we'll see how this one plays out. Going into the, again, they're holding these levels right here, this 1273 level, and it's held so far, given a hammer. So I don't know if it's going to follow through. We want to see if it breaks at least was Monday's high, and we'll see if it has any volume to follow through. You have Priceline continue to give you just churning up. Again, looking at the weekly, you can see again you have this sideways movement and this huge bar up, but just churning up, looking like it's going to go for these highs. Again, want to see who's going to come in and step in from here. Want to make sure we get above certain levels on underlying price. You had a Baidu actually had another big day. So now it's actually clearing above this shooting star high. So this might be a squeeze coming. And again, I was looking for it to be bearish. It gapped down, came back up. But I will again wait for this to give me another setup, because obviously I thought this was going to be run down, and you had this was the third low from here, and then you had the exact opposite happen where Netflix, I was like, what the hell is going on? I thought this one was good, and then it dropped down very bad. Looking at the daily, you could see, you know, it gapped down and stayed down about $3. So got to the 200 and rolled, and you see some increase in volume. So I really want to see if they're going to try to get back above this 97.25 area or to continue higher. So again, not to be unfocused, you can see the daily bar for the ES, and we'll see where we go from here. Again, I got the 2186 area, and we'll see if they get above this 2162 area overnight. So again, it is what it is. So again, they held this breakout area that we have here, and it looks like they're breaking above here, but I want to see how much more oomph they got going into the rest of the week. Take care, and we'll see what happens in the morning.